Good evening, everyone. Um, Thank you so much for joining this webinar. And I know that Mr. Hasnan has already given you a good insight about the whole ideology of Buxcoin and what we are doing at the moment and where we are standing as we speak. Um, Today in the webinar, I will just be covering the latest updates that we have with regards to the Buxcoin and what we have launched in Malaysia. That all those things I will just do a quick recap with all of you so everybody knows where we are standing and when we will be launching our new platform and what are the products that we have already finalized and they are going live, right? So first of all, it's very important to understand that I will first touch base on many rumors that are floating around in the market, um, especially in the Philippines market, India market. You know, I will not say Pakistan because Pakistan is the most advanced market we have, where there are very few clients who comes up with a lot of complaints or rumors. I think it's all depend on how you manage your team and it depend on the team leader who is sitting at the top. His knowledge about the Buxcoin, his knowledge about the product. Because as far as the top one doesn't know what is going on, then of course we cannot blame the downline because you know upline is the direct team member to whom these guys should contact and get the latest update, which is not happening in the market at the moment. Which is very, I feel very pity about it because at the end of the day, we need to make sure that whatever we are doing and whatever we are working at the moment, we all should be fully aware of the product, because if you're not aware about the product, then we will not be able to give full information to our client, to our investors. And that is one of the reason when we see that people come forward in a very panic state, how to get the withdrawal, how to go on the cash phoenix, what is going on, whether we are a scammer and stuff like that always comes around me, right? The basic logic behind all these rumors is a lack of knowledge. And I think majority of the people that are listening right now to me, I can bet that hardly 2 or 3% knows the full product line. And that's one of the reason that we are not able to counter those questions which comes across you guys in your market. So it is very important, it's paramount important for all of us to first understand the business model, which I have been repeating again and again many times in different seminars. Wherever I have been, whenever I've met you guys, I've kept on telling you guys this is how the whole philosophy works. But I still feel that there is no vibe there, and since because of the lack of knowledge, lack of education, positive thinking, things are not shaping up the way it should have been shaped up by now, right? Nevertheless, I think what we need to do is now we have to focus on where we are heading to. It's a 1 year journey that we have completed. We all met in Malaysia. I think those who have not met in Malaysia, this is where we have gathered just to first interact with each other, because we hardly get a time to meet the entire team together along with the management team and the whole the network team as well. So it's a good gathering. In Malaysia, many people turned up, and I think a lot of people got the insight of what we are doing and what are the future projects that we are bringing on board. The important thing to remember in the cryptocurrency market, I believe, is that when an investor comes on board, we need to educate our investors from point of view that it's not a short-term investment that people are looking into. Right? Cryptocurrency are just an alternative form of gold. It's rather being considered as a digital gold. So what people do when people buy gold just for a sake that they want to probably hedge their positions, or just try to make themselves secure for an unforeseen circumstances, and whenever any such thing comes up, people just go forward and then sell the gold and take the money out. Cryptocurrency works in the similar fashion, but it's just like gold doesn't have that sort of volatility, but cryptocurrency has a massive volatility right now as we speak. But if you look at the overall situation of Buxcoin, the way we started on the cash phoenix with 13 cent and where we are standing in €3, $3.5 equivalent, whatever, the price has gone up massively, and I think many people have minted a lot of money from the exchange. They all have got the opportunity to make money, and this is what we wanted everybody to do actually, right? So if you look at this scenario, the price acceleration in 6 months, what Bucks has achieved so far is tremendous, to be honest. Because I have not seen any cryptocurrency in a very short period of time has gone, to that level. Rather, all the coins move in a very slow pace in the market, but we have done pretty much very good in terms of achieving the targets. And I think this is how we should keep the rhythm on, and this will only be achieved once we all come together as an equal participant on the Cashminix exchange. Those people who are not using exchange and are not familiar with the trading activities, they have to educate themselves um, about the trading, how the crypto works, how the trading works, how the exchanges works, right? And then only you'll be able to make money out of it. So, and all these tools that we have created in 1 year's time is basically for our investors to enjoy the acceleration in the pricing, and that is what many people who are clever enough to understand how the whole mechanism works, they have made money out of the whole thing. So first of all, how the whole system works, we need to talk about that first. Our system is completely based on FX, which we have been talking about. Every cryptocurrency has something behind it which keeps uh, the price of the coin to appreciate, I think, right? Because we are not Bitcoin, and I think none of the coin is Bitcoin, where Bitcoin completely was in the initial phases was based on completely market rumors, where this is how it will be, and it also depending on the acceptability ratio in the market. Bitcoin's acceptability is very high because it was the first cryptocurrency which came in the market with the blockchain technology. So, and since then you have seen that many coins have surpassed their threshold, which they had kept in the beginning, just because they were somewhere correlated to the BTC, and that is the reason you see the price hike in Ethereum and in LTC and in Doge, and there are many top coins. They have performed very well in the past, right? So nowadays, when somebody design any coin, there is sort of mechanism which rather you can say that when you design a car, there's how powerful is the engine, the performance is based on that, right? So in our scenario, we have kept a very powerful engine, which is FX, because FX is the 24/7 market, which is highly volatile. It's 6 trillion plus blah blah market. Around the world, people are trading. FX never sleeps, to be honest, because currencies are currencies at the end of the day. It has been used across the globe, and that is one of the reasons that there's a very high fluctuation in the currencies, and that is one of the reasons that there's a massive volume in the market. Out of my experience, I have seen FX very closely, and I think that is one of the reasons I have kept FX as our base model, because we wanted from day one that we will target the FX market. Majority of the trader who trade in FX, basically, um, those traders, some of the other way around, lose money, and then there's no way around them to compensate for the losses that they have done on the trading platform. I think we have put the idea very cleverly that uh, we will use our coin as an alternative form of risk mitigation for those people who are trading on the FX exchange, right? In the sense that, whenever a FX trader comes and trade, he will first have to buy our coin, and then he will go and trade on the exchange. So keeping that methodology in place, we have designed the whole mechanism, and we have tried to cover the losses for the FX traders in a form of Buxcoin. So when a trader comes, he deposits 1,000 euros, and he started trading on the MT4 platform. We gave him 1,000 euros equivalent Buxcoin in the Bux escrow account. So by the time he trades, and if he loses money, okay, he loses the real money on a platform, but we have given him a parallel Buxcoin. So if he loses real money in the platform, and at the same time the price of the coin fluctuates and goes up, then the losses he made on the real money on the exchange will be compensated by selling Buxcoin on a higher price of the exchange. So that was all the mechanism that we have put in place. It has been widely accepted, of course. I think it's a very unique model. And so far, none of the cryptocurrency is backed on the FX, but FX is one of the utility of our coin. Apart from that, we have other utilities that we have created. right? So I will try to show you some of the important factors of our coin. So when we started the concept, we have um, actually designed the whole concept in a way that there's a basic logic behind our mind is that how we can increase the price by creating utilities which are widely used in the market. FX no doubt was one of them, but apart from FX, we have come up with the e-commerce platform um, in order to entice many other customers, bigger traders. We have decided to revamp our exchange and build up a new exchange which we are launching, which you can see on my screen right now. It's a pro version of the Cashfnix exchange, um, which will be much faster than the current exchange. Of course, the liquidity will be high. There's more mechanism on the platform which will help you to trade more uh, frequently and efficiently, both at the same time. And it's a single window based platform where you don't have to go back and forth just to look at the desktop and see how much money you have in your wallet, or if you want to see your trading history. Everything will be within one screen. Apart from that, we have also integrated FX platform along with this cryptocurrency exchange, so that people who are trading on the crypto market can also take an advantage at the same time to trade on the FX market. Now, both markets are a little different in a way that crypto exchanges are completely user end-to-end market, where buyer is buying and seller is selling, and whatever price both have negotiated, you have to pay the price, and that's it. The trade is done. On the FX side, there is no buyer and seller. There's a market. There's an underlying market, right? And based on that underlying market, there people are trading on the prices, right? And that is the reason there is no buyer and seller as such face to face, just like cryptocurrency. Rather, we call it as a CFDs, as a contract for a difference. That means that whatever profit or loss you made by opening and closing a trade is what is you, it belongs to you, and that is what we call it as a contract for a difference. So you're actually entering into a contract while you're buying, and at the same time when you close the trade, that means you are selling. This is a contract, and the difference between buy and sell is your profit and loss. So this is what the FX platform is all about. The other difference between those two platforms is this is not a leveraged platform. That means if you see this somebody is selling 2.10 BTC at the rate of 6990, you can either buy a partial trade or you can take a full trade, right? And you have to pay the price to pick the trade up. While on the MT4 platform, you don't have to do that. You have to put a 1% margin of the BTC USD. So if the BTC price is, for example, 6990, you have to put 1% of it so that you can take a position in the market, right? And you get a leverage of 1:2. So you get 10 times more money to trade, but your actual losses will be the initial investment that you have put for taking a trade. So that's a big difference between both these things, right? Also, the most important factor between these two platforms is there's a very high liquidity. When we say liquidity, that means there are a lot of buyers and sellers on the FX platform compared to the cryptocurrency platform. Of course, the day will come and you will see, because we are quite new in the market. 6 months, 7 months for an exchange is not enough. Exchanges has taken 2 years, 3 years time to reach to a position where we are seeing. But we cannot compare ourselves, or you should not compare Cashfnix with Binance or big exchanges, because uh, they wherever they are at the moment, it took them 2 to 3 years to be there, right? So it's not like from day one you started comparing Cashfnix with Binance and say, Binance, the trade is executed spontaneously, while on Cashfnix we have to wait for it. Of course, you have to wait for it because there's a less number of buyers and sellers on the platform compared to the Binance. But the day will come and you will see that we will have a lot of buyers and sellers on our platform, and then I will see, or probably you will see that at that point of time, you will probably be seeing that the price are moving quite fast, and then the order will be filled spontaneously actually. So this thing will come, but if you compare where we started and where we are standing, still there's a massive volume that has been done on our platform. So we are progressing each and every day. It's not that we are not progressing. We are progressing every single day, right? And this progress you will keep on monitoring over the next 6 months to a year time, and you will see by that time you will have more coins and more buyers and sellers on our platform, and then you will see um, a movement in the price as well. Right? So before coming to the exchange and explain you all the mechanism, I think the first thing we have to understand is the Buxcoin itself, right? So there are, as I said, look, there are two ways to work in the market for most of the cryptocurrencies. One is you sell directly in the market sitting as an anonymous person, or you adopt a route of affiliate marketing. There's only two way around it, right? Majority of the coin these days are coming through an ICO route because that's the best way people think at the moment, is because who is selling coin and who is buying coin, nobody knows about it. Everything remains, under the carpet. Nobody knows what is going on. People come and look at the project and they like the project and they buy the coins, and that way the company make money and the company then do the project. The company is not concerned about whether the price of their coin or a token will go up and down after certain as soon as the ICO gets finished. Rather, on the affiliate side, it is really very, very typical, very difficult thing to manage, because of course people are face to face. Second, people are not traders, right? Investors, rather, I will say, are not traders. They don't know how to trade because they've just invested. But it's not a rocket science. It's a very easy platform to trade, and I think once anybody just get onto the exchange and see how the buying and selling is done, it's very easy for anyone to trade on the exchange. Very, very simple. It's much simpler than a traditional banking, when you go to a bank and then you pull up the paper and go around the circle and then do the transaction. It's much easier on the platform compared to what the way the traditional banking works. So network marketing, as I said, is not very easy thing to handle, because we are distributing a lot of commissions, we are distributing a lot of money to the leaders, and at the same time the expectation level of the client and the traders are very, very high, is because they think that if they've invested 200 euros and you are getting 5% return on the investment, whatever, you want to encash it immediately. But the leader himself doesn't know that how to actually convince a client or an investor. Because, for example, when you go to a bank and you buy any financial product, whether it is a life insurance or whether it is a mutual fund or any other, even you do a normal banking account, the banker will always make you sit down, explain the whole mechanism and say, sir, look, don't take the money out for 6 months, you will get this. Don't take the money out for that month, you will get that. So they are trained in a way to tell the customer that this is what is right for them. But and that is how client perceived, when they meet a banker. In our scenario, it works the same. It's also a financial industry. It's a cryptocurrency is a modified version of the banking system, as we all know. So, but the thing is that in our case, the mentors, they don't know themselves what they're talking about. They only think about, everybody in this affiliate network thing only thinks about a couple of things, or how much PLX bonus I'm getting, or how much T Magic bonus I'm going to make, how much T Magic bonus I'm getting, how much blah 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 stuff we are getting, and they are only occupied with this. That is one of the reasons that things are not shaping out. Look, it's very, very important to understand the fact that how you want to work in the market. Do you want are you in the system for a short term to medium term, or you are in the system for medium to long term? That is what you have to decide. As I said, cryptocurrency is not short to medium term investment. It's a medium to long term investment, right? So somebody who's putting 200 euros, all right, you need to tell him that forget 200 euros, because that 200 euros will become 1,000 euros if you just wait and watch the price, and when the right time comes, then you sell the coin. Rather than, if you're getting one coin a day, you're taking it to the cash phoenix and you're selling it for ridiculous prices. It's not going to work like that. The investor will not going to make money, and there will be no volume there, and there will be more sellers than a buyer on a platform. That exactly was the position 2 months ago, when everybody was doing the same thing, queuing up into one side of the row, where they're just selling, and nobody was actually buying. It is very important to understand this point, right? So you need to tell your investors, if you want to come and invest in cryptocurrency, make your mind that you are investing for a long-term basis, not for a short-term basis. Right. Second thing is, you need to explain the difference between Buxcoin as a product and the other coin. Now, how will you explain the difference? First of all, you need to understand what are the elements behind the Buxcoin coin itself, right? For example, we have developed a blockchain, right? Nobody knows where to see the blockchain. Nobody knows where to open the wallet. Nobody knows how to take the coin into the wallet. Nobody knows how to transfer the coin from the outer wallet to the exchange, or from the exchange to outer wallet. There are many elements that people are not aware of. We have developed everything from scratch. We are not a coin which, if I go one step rather back and say that majority of the affiliate network coin which came in the market, they have never come up with any product. And I think you all are, I can't see anything, stuff like that. They don't know how to see the transaction. They don't know how the block works. They don't know how the confirmation works. All these things need to be, there's a proper process. As I said, it's an online banking channel, right? Instead of a ledger system in a bank, you have a public ledger now, which is open to the market, and everybody can see the transactions out here. Now you're looking at the blockchain itself, right? You can see it's visible to the naked eye to anyone in the world, right? So whenever you are doing any transaction, you're taking a coin from the Cash Phoenix to your wallet, you can see each and every transactions here. All these things that you can see is a block, right? These are the total number of blocks that have been created so far, 94,857 blocks, and there are 71 people who are attached to the blockchain at the moment who are staking, right? So they are actively making coin by attaching their wallet to the exchange, to the blockchain, sorry. Right. So whenever you send somebody, the whole blockchain works same like other coins, like Bitcoin. Today, when you're sending a Bitcoin to someone, what you do, you simply jump on the blockchain.info website and put the address of the recipient, and then you will see how many confirmations been done and whether the Bitcoin has gone to the other side or not. Same goes here with us. We show you everything. We show you the difficulty level. We show you the total coin supply that we have, and we show you the bucks price here, and all these blocks. That means in every block there's a coin. If you click on it, you can see it's processing. So every second there's a new block creating. Right. So when you click on this one, this long code, you will see that in this particular code there is a coin which is 0.11 bucks coin being just created. Right. On 19th of October at 2:21, right? What's the time here? It's 2:24, right? So that means 4 minutes ago, there was a bucks coin into that block, right? So this is all information that you can see out here yourself, and you can even tell the client, right? What is the height? What is the difficulty? How many confirmation being done? One confirmation it took. There are other things that you don't need to understand because it's a bit technical. People who go deep into it understand what is the bit size, what is the nuance type, what is the timestamp. When these are the hash numbers for every coin. So on this hash, 0.1122 coins have been created, right? So this is a blockchain. So this is what you need to explain to your client as well, that look, we are a real coin. We are not a coin with just one of those coins which just do the concept selling, but actually there's nothing behind it. But we are the real coin because we have our own blockchain, and then we have our own exchange. So we have built up all those mechanisms just because we wanted our client to enjoy that movement, and then everything is transparent enough for a client to see whatever the activities they are doing in terms of the bucks coin. They can see it openly, right? And this is what we have done. Many coins they don't have even a blockchain. They can just only show you these numbers from where they're coming, God knows, and people are still happy, and then those companies become 5, 6, $10 billion company overnight. Why? Because people only goes behind the concept. They don't look at the actual deliverables. And I think deliverables is what matters in this industry. You have to see the deliverables, whether those elements exist or not. If those elements exist, then only you invest. Rather, it's Buxcoin or anything else. Right? So you have to confirm. You have to make yourself aware. Make sure that you are up to date with the whole technology, right, that we have built around Buxcoin. If you're not updated with the technology, I'm sure you're not able to sell it properly. And then those things will fall on you, that how to take a withdrawal, my KYC is not being done, this taking so much time, stuff like that. Now we already have this exchange. As you can see, we have built up this exchange long time ago. Okay, and for one of the reasons that we wanted our client to come and trade on this exchange, right? And all these things have been done within a year time. We would have not done this exchange, other we would have only be busy selling the concept and packages and minting money. But rather, at the same time, we thought parallel that we should build up our exchange, we'll bring it into the market and let our client clear their money from the market itself and create a bigger market for you, right? Because if you look at the traditional way of taking money out is the return only. So if, for example, there's a X amount of return on any product, right? Then you get only that much amount of euro. But here you are making even more money than you anticipated, because many people who have joined the system long time ago enter the system with 10 cent, 12 cent, 13 cent, 14 cent, right? 20 cent, and today they have sold their Buxcoin at 2.8. There was a time when I've seen that Bux euro price has gone up to 4.5. So imagine 10 cent and 4.5. How much percentage they have multiplied in terms of the profitability. You can see that. You can see the GBP price, you can see the dollar price, you can see the Bux BTC price even. So where you have started and where the market is standing, this is what we wanted you guys to do on the exchange. If there was no exchange, then there was no price for like this. Then we would have been buying and selling at 10 cent and 12 cent. That was purely an investment where people are doing investment and they are getting the return just based on the sole discretion or the decision of the management. And that could have not last long, to be honest. Most of the majority of the companies have failed because they are not able to build up this mechanism properly. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not like just building up an exchange and then letting you guys come and trade. It's managing the demand and supply. It's very important, because if you manage the demand and supply properly on an exchange, then the sustainability ratio of a coin is very high. If you don't maintain the demand and supply, then at certain point of time you will see that the coin will definitely go flat in the market, zero. There will be no value, and at that point everything is gone, done, right? And I can give you many companies name which has done the same thing, and they are now out of the market. God knows where they have gone, and people have now lived with that thing that okay, fine, it's gone. Now I can't do anything, right? But then this is what we have done completely differently from the other coins that we have. Being an affiliate marketing coin, we have built up those market for our clients to come and clear, because as what Hasnan just said, it's a community, right? It's a big community that we have. We don't have to go and get the clients from outside to trade. If we educate our own client base, internal client base, and just let them come on the exchange and trade, the volume will go up. There was a time when there was very less client on the exchange. Right now, if I show you, there are 30,126 client total on our exchange. You can see the total user, right? These are the total user. So these are the things that we have done for our client, right? So in 6 months time, 30,000 clients have already joined Cash Phoenix exchange. It's a tremendous job that the people have done. I mean, we have not anticipated that this level of people will come and join the exchange. Imagine we have 70,000 people. Let's see in the next 2-3 months time if all of them will come, and if one client just put only one trade a day, 60,000 trade we are talking about every day, right? And 60,000 trade volume is a massive volume for any coin to go up. This is what we wanted to do, and this is what we are building on. We are not sitting and minting money, rather we are sitting and working on the technology, on the concept, on the utilities, on the future of the coin. This is what we are doing. If it's simple, just minting a money, it's just been a concept that we would have been selling, and that's it. 3 years, 3 years, and after that, God knows what will happen to that concept. But bringing that concept into reality is a challenge, especially with the network marketing, where people are not aware about the mechanism, rather people are still, because everybody has come from that affiliate networking world, where they have worked with ABC coin, whatever, in the market, and they have only sold the concept, but what they have done is they have given heavy commissions and rebate to those leaders, and they have sold the concept. Eventually what happened is those things never last long, and that is the time when everything fall apart. It's a very, very, you know uh, most worst part of the life for everyone, every time, every single time. So why not we work towards making the coin successful? So here, if we are striving hard, we are working hard to bring things for you. When we have done an exchange, why will we come and build up another exchange? We would have only fixed this exchange and would have taken it forward, but rather than we have decided to come up with a better exchange, more robust exchange. Why? Is because we want to give you a better experience on the exchange, so that you guys can trade efficiently on the platform. There will be more traders that will come and trade on it, so that the price will go up, and then you guys will make more money of what you have been thinking on getting as a normal return on investment. Here the return on investment is very high. Ask those people, as I said, I quoted example, ask those people who entered with 10 cent, 12 cent, and they have sold half of their coin on at €4. How much percentage hike? 400% hike in their investment. Do you think you'll be able to do that anywhere in the world? No. It's only possible on the trading world. It's only possible on the FX. It's only possible on the crypto exchanges. This is what the concept we have built. And so now let's talk about the exchanges, our exchange. But before that, I will talk about Bitso Live. On the Bitso Live also, we are doing a lot of changes at the moment, right? Majority of the people who have got multiple accounts with +1, +2, +3 emails, they have got like 50, 100 accounts that they have created. Okay, and it's very difficult for those people to actually manage their account, because every time you have to log into any particular account, you have to log in through the login details, and then you can see that, right? Rather, we are coming up with a new mechanism where all those leaders who have got multiple IDs below them, all those IDs will sit under one main ID on BitSolife. So for example, this is my BitSolife ID, right? So this is the ID under which you will see all the IDs. So you don't have to log in every time into any different IDs that you have. Rather, you can see all the from 1 to 100, all your IDs you will see. And if you want to go into any particular ID, you can just click, and then the dashboard, that particular account dashboard will load, and you can go into it. And you can transfer money from one single dashboard to your single Cashphoenix ID account. So you don't have to log into different IDs to send coin from ID number 50 to the Cashphoenix exchange. Rather, from here itself, you will have transfer button in front of every ID, and then you can transfer straight onto your Cashphoenix. And in Cashphoenix, there will be only one account which is linked to your top ID, right? So these are the few changes that we are bringing into Bitso Live as well. Apart from that, I think we have almost finished our Bux mobile wallet. Bux mobile wallet will go live anytime this week, along with Bitso Live mobile wallet. And Bitso Live mobile wallet also, we have designed in a way that all this, I think you guys have seen the glimpse of that mobile app in Malaysia. The whole idea behind building up the Bitso Live mobile app is you can see your entire dashboard under a mobile screen, right? And you can perform all these activities that you can do here on through your mobile app, except you can't see the genealogy right now. Okay, that will come in the second phase, but rest, you can see my account, you can see bonus, you can see statement, you can upgrade, you can transfer to Cashphoenix. Everything you can whatever you can see here in this left hand panel, you can see literally everything onto the mobile app. Plus we have designed a special chat group in under that mobile app, because what we wanted to do was to bring everybody, the whole community, under a secure chat system. That will be an internal chat, so that our our conversation should not go out in the outer world. Rather than everything remains within the system. And under the chat group, another important thing is that upline can add his entire downline and create a group. And just like you have in a WhatsApp where you create a group and you add all your people who you know under that group, same thing you can do under our mobile app, where the only difference is you can only create a group of your downline under the chat system, and then you can communicate within that group. So if a top leader wants to send any message that tomorrow is a seminar, you can send a message. We are also building up a voice note system as well, just like WhatsApp, so that you can actually transfer the voice notes in your own native language rather than doing it in English, because not every country and every people speak English. Rather, people are comfortable into different languages. So just like WhatsApp, you can record and you can send it. You can send files, you can send documents, you can send location. Everything will come under that chat group. You can also do an individual chat as well. It's not like you can only do a group chat, but if somebody wants to add someone else into that group, you can do that. It's a proper chat system that we have built. So these two important things we have done on the BitSoLife mobile app, which will help you to actually surf the whole website much easier and efficiently. And wherever you are sitting, you don't have to have a laptop in place to see how much bonus euros you got, how much escrow you have, how much MT4 money you have. Simple, with a voice command, you can get all the information straight onto your mobile. Right. Here on the BitSoLife, I will show you the FX. So we have recently integrated the FX, where you can see create MT4 account. Now I think it's a good opportunity for all our members to enjoy trading on the FX side as well. I think this is the first time anybody has integrated that with the CRM, and especially allowing our crypto traders to come and enjoy trading on the MT4 side. So you can create a live account here, or a demo account. So demo is a practice account. We give you like $20,000-$30,000 free of cost to trade and practice. And once you are comfortable with the MT4 platform through demo, you can upgrade it to live at any point of time by putting your own bonus euros, or you can also go to the Cashfinics exchange and open an account and put the money through payment gateway. Both ways you can do. Yeah. So you have a demo account here. So that means you can first open a demo account and practice as much as you can to understand how the FX work, and just to get more look and feel about the platform as well. So here in MT4 transfer, once you create an account, you get this option enabled, and under this option you can see MT4 deposit and MT4 withdrawal. When you click on MT4 deposit, this is where the deposit button is. When you click on that, you select live and you see all packages, right? So we have given it in a form of packages, but on the MT4 platform it will go like $200, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, same. Yeah. So we kept it in a way so that the BitSoLife users can easily understand and deposit the money, right? So whatever package you add, that means that, for example, if you add 200 say bucks silver, then that 200 euro will be deducted from your euro wallet and will be credited into your MT4 account, right? And for that, because MT4 works on the dollar currency only, right? So what we do, because it doesn't work on the euro, it only works on dollar. Because why I'm saying dollar is because it's very easy to do the calculation in MT4 when it comes to dollar, because all the prices and everything are in dollars, right? So we also simplified it for you and for us both, because it's easy then to do the calculation. So how it works, when you put a deposit of say 200 euro here, buck silver, and you click on deposit, that 200 euro will be converted into bucks. You can see amount USD, right? And then based on the bucks USD price of the exchange, so bucks USD price of the exchange is 3.3. Based on that, right, what you will see is you will based on that you will get the coin into MT4 escrow account, right? So for example, say if I have put like say 1,000 euros, for example, in the fourth one you see, and this whole thing works as a debit and credit for you, as an accounting. So first thing that I put was 1,000 euros. It converted into dollars was 116.239, and at that time, dividing it by that price, I used to get I got 500 coins into my escrow account, and then so I started trading with 1162. When I add more money, it got deposited again. When I add more money, it again deposited, right? And every time that coin kept on adding to your escrow account, and you are trading. So now you have deposited, and this is where you can simply click on open MT4. You go there, and there you are in straight on, right? And then you look at the prices, how fast the prices are moving. Look at this one, or rather I will say look at this one. Look at the movement here, and look at the movement here. So fast, fraction of a second, prices are moving up and down. This is the beauty of FX. This is where you guys can make more money. Of course, because as I said, market is so fast. There are so many buyers and sellers in the market that you can enjoy the movement. And then we have a range of products for you to trade on. So we have around 100 FX pair, and then we have gold, silver, oil. We have some indexes as well, and then we have 29 pairs of cryptocurrencies here that you can see. So you can also trade in BTC USD. So BTC USD is 6620 here, for example, and say let's see BTC USD, right? So people are standing on 8326, right? So look at the difference between crypto and the FX. So here people are selling buying on a very high price, right? Here you can see that the price is 6620. So simple. These are the trades that I have put through, right? You can see that my profit and loss is in profit actually. So it's very simple. When you want to buy, right, you say I want to buy, so you are actually buying, you're actually selling the market 6620, and the contract size is 0.10. So this is 0.10 BTC that you are selling. Okay, so when you click on the sell, order is done, and the order is sitting here. So this order has come in minus because the market is on the buy side, and that is the reason you start getting minus 1 point. But the market can flip over and it will come into sell side as well, right? But the good thing to remember is that when you are buying 0.10 lot size, the margin is based on this one. So 1% of this that you are only putting, and you are taking 0.10 lot of BTC USD right here. So look at the margin here. The total margin is 277 for all these positions that I have opened, because we are getting 1:10 leverage. That means you are putting 1%, but you are getting an additional of 9% of say credit to trade. So your initial investment is only 1%, but then the company is giving you 9% extra leverage to take the position. So that you are not getting over here. Right? So this is the benefit you get here. That means even you are getting this, like you are buying a house of 500,000 pound, but you have only 450,000 pound, and I'm giving you 50,000 extra to buy that house. But I'm saying that if you lose the price, you only lose 450. That 50 you don't have to give back. But if you will make 500,000 straight away, right? So this is the beauty of the FX platform, and the market is so high. Now there's no buyer and seller. As I said, we are only trading on prices. So at any point of time, you have opened the position and you think this is the profit trade, let's close it. You can simply close it. Your trade is closed. And I've taken the profit and I'm out. I've only left my negative position on. Right? Here on the exchange, someone has to sell and someone has to buy. It's end-to-end platform. Right? Here on this particular thing, this is not end-to-end platform. This is completely, the whole entire world is trading on this price, BTC USD price. You buy and you sell. Right? This is the beauty of and you just keep on trading. Look, so fast is this trade. Straight on. You want to close? I've lost. Let's close. Take the loss and I hit. There you go.